Welcome to another daily recap. Today is Wednesday, December 6, 2023. This is a chart of the SPY or spiders, and the horizontal lines on this chart are levels that were calculated and put on this chart before the market opened this morning. These levels in the spiders are used for activating trades in the E-mini futures. There were 4 levels that the spiders hit today, but only 2 produced trades. So let's take a closer look. The spiders opened up here and began dropping rather quickly, and this 458.63 level was hit on the way down, but no trade in the ES was triggered because of the time of day, and price never got back up to this level for the rest of the day, so it was a dud. And price was hanging around this 457.94 level. No trade was activated until after 9:45, and when the 9:45 candle closed, the spiders were just pennies above this level, so a long trade was activated in the E-minis when the price touched 457.94. I want to put additional lines on the chart in a minute so you can see how the base hit profit target was reached without this trade becoming a fumble. A lot of trades end up working out like this, where only 4 ES points can be pulled out of the market without a lot of drama. And this one was a good example for a learning opportunity. First, there was no 5-cent buffer applied because at the close of the 9:45 a.m. candle, the spiders were within a certain threshold of the calculated level, so the E-mini trade was keyed up to enter at the market on the long side when the spiders came down into precisely 457.94. Essentially, I was buying at the market the moment the 9:45 a.m. candle closed. So this first line up here represents the 40-cent profit target. I'll make this line green. And this is the equivalent of 4 points in ES. And I'll make another line here, which is the threshold line in the sand, and it's a red line, that when the spiders do a certain thing within a certain time frame, the trade becomes a fumble and other rules come into play. So you can see that the trade was out of the money for a while and even below this line in the sand briefly before they popped up to satisfy the base hit. With 2 ES contracts, you would have been out of the money for about $400 for a few minutes. So to the uninitiated, this trade would have looked or could have looked and felt wrong when the spiders and the futures were down there. But like I mentioned earlier, a decent number of these trades using the calculated daily levels look like this during the development of the trade. But if you stick to the rules and treat it like a process, you will be rewarded with more base hits than fumbles. In this case, the base hit was earned after about 30 minutes, and this trade just needed time to develop. Like all trades that were triggered at a level and produce a profit, this 457.94 level was out of consideration for the rest of the trading day. And the only other levels that the spiders came down into were down here starting at 455.31 toward the end of the trading day. So a long trade was activated in the E-minis when the spiders came into 455.31. And as you can see, it was a perfect fumble. No bounce, no base hit. And while the trade was open, the clock exceeded 3:30 p.m. So no new trades were activated after that time. So this 454.57 level was left alone. So no trade there. But during this time, there was no signal to call this trade a fumble. So at a certain time, at a certain place, this trade was closed out at the market, and 4 ES points were given back to the market, basically making this entire day a wash. So we'll look at the tracking log now. So since the day was mostly a trend day down, let's start at column N, where the spiders came down into the 458.63 level. This was before 9:45 a.m., so no trade. The 457.94 level produced the base hit, as we saw, and the 455.26 level was hit around a quarter after 3 o'clock. It produced the fumble and was closed out with a loss of 4 ES points, so a wash for the day. And that wraps it up for today. Hope you found this information interesting and helpful. Have a great day.